definitely here. So, I am playing Blueprints. I have played this before. I've done 52 days. I've finished. I've done the main bit of the game. Of finding the 46th room. I did manage to find it. And obviously there's a few other puzzles and stuff that I've yet to actually even find or do. So there are still things for me to do. I was going to continue, but I want to do a new save because the reason I want to do a new save is because obviously I know a few bits. Like I've found out that I missed something. Someone else. There was obviously a bunch of other things that I know that they didn't, but the one thing being the utility thing, so I didn't get the gems, as you can see from that save. I opened up the garden to go to the spare room, and I opened up the orchard. I have got my notes from previous, but I might start rewriting some new ones. There is an overlay for notes in it, but I'm not going to use that. But yeah, like I said, I want to start a new game, see where we get to, because obviously I can lay the foundation down differently. There will be spoilers. I already know bits, so there'll be spoilers. Foundation is a permanent room, so that one is... Yes, let's clear save. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So the foundation is a permanent one, so it will always be there no matter what. So that is the spot you put it in will always be where it is. There are also upgrades for the house. They will always be set. So basically, if you want to change how you played the game, or you feel like, okay, now that I've got a better understanding of the game, you can go start a new fresh one, figure out what is it, where you wish to progress in the game. So I was thinking about it on PlayStation, but I don't think I could justify spending another 25 quid on something I have. I like Blueprints, but not enough to buy it twice. On the other hand, Balatro. That was cheap enough that I bought it 3 times. I have it currently on my phone, my PlayStation, and on the computer as well, which I've mostly played on my computer more than my PlayStation, but I think on my mobile seen the most play. I think. Though my highest scores for Balatro have been on my phone. I've managed to get into the E's on my phone, but on PC it's just like, no, none.
And hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest
yeah, I'm hoping to find some things. Like I said, I know a few bits of it now. I've got my notes. can
The
look at.
location of the room has
Just
been
let me
kept
grab.
a secret from all the staff and servants of the
It'll be
manor.
on.
But I am
Ah.
confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair
Might be a
legacy
better idea.
should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew
Sure,
fail
it'll be fine.
to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
You were challenged.
In
We'd be charged.
witness whereof
I'm sure it'll be
I have
fine.
hereunto
It'll be
set my
fine.
hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
1990. I don't want to move this line I've got. It's kind of just kind of like directly in my line of sight. Trying to hold. %, by the way. $36K. Right, so here we are. I'm not going to look at my notes. Like I said, I'm going to make some new ones. So basically, I'm going to go off my memory for most of it. So, let me just look at this. Right, mark it. So in game, shift tab. Down here we have notes. I'm going to pin the notes. And I'm going to pin them right about here. And if I'm not mistaken, I can set the opacity to about 50. That should do. So there we go. So we've got our notes up and we can see. So we'll quickly have a look at this. So Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the quest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. So, hope for decent weather. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as your resourcefulness as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of previous days. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. Is it S or F? And here's my map. So here we go. And I'm going to see now. I know for a fact of these pictures. I know already that basically I'm looking for something within these. So we are looking for a missing letter. So how many do we have? So each room, I can't remember what the actual clue was, but I remember the rules for this clue. So each room is assigned a letter. So I know, I think it's this room is E, and then up here is T. And then it spells out something that'll help you with something else. So I go, can I write on my notes? So if I go over here and I go, what was it? Picture letters. When I can spell. So I'm going to do this a bit weird. So basically we got one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, so I don't want you to do that. Please stay where you are. Probably not. Right, they're all doing this now. Not used notes before, so this is. So I'm going to put an X, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's start the counting. Right, so we know that we're going to be here. So we're in the entrance hall. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's only 9. An extra row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I did do 9. Right, so 9 with this one. So we've got the Queen of Diamonds over here, and then we've got the Ace of Spades over here. So got 2 hands and 2 cards. So I believe Ace. What would that be? If it's card. And Queen. Ah. So I was thinking Ace, like this one's Ace, and this one would be some like what letters Ace thing? ACE. Yes. Yes. I'll come back to that. Let's I get in some rooms. We go for hallway. Now another thing I already know is that red letters other than written ones are lies. So doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked is false. They are not. And let's get... Do I want a key or do I want to get some gems? I'm gonna get some gems, mainly because I like the parlor game. Parlor game is nice. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I am being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I mentioned you had a rather singular parlor game I played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of the game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with your guests should you be inclined to play this confounded game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. So, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So, forgot to have a look at the pictures over there. That's a pin and pine, so it's E. So that's this room E, so that's E. Do a capital E. And then the pictures over here, stag and tag. S, do capitals. Right, let's have a look what we got with the box anyway. This contains gems. The other 2 boxes contains gems, which is false. All 3 boxes contains gems. So we go for the true box, which is this box contains gems because only one box has gems. So we will go for this one. Next room. We'll go for the den. I would like to get... do you know what? I like the storeroom. We're going to go storeroom. Because if you have a look, I've blocked this bit off from going anywhere else, but I have got 2 more to go up, so I could essentially come back around over this side. Rail. Oh no, it's cart. This is cart. And this one's car. So it's T. T. And we've got this bluebird. There we go. Got a pine tree and a pin. Oh, this box is all off completely in it. So I can go to the pantry, but it won't get us any further. I can get 10 steps or a room. I'm going to go closet. I'll have the two... Ooh, metal detector. Not bad. And then another key. So what have we got in the closet? We've got bathtub and... I'm assuming it's the bat rather than the forest. So bath, bat. So it's H. Still confused. Unless it's this one's card. And then this one will be hand. Face. Face. Face is it's F. So it's a face card. An ace. Face. It's F. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this says 8. This is 8, and I can't remember what the actual thing is. Like I said, I have played this before, and so we really want something that's going upwards. Spare room? Or spare room. Well, we're gonna have to do bedroom, I suppose. Oh, I forgot to have a look at the I actually think it had... Oh. Did it even have the pictures in here? No, no it doesn't. Spare room doesn't hold pictures. Doop. We're gonna unlock this. Why not? 3 keys. Nice. That cost me 1. Ah, yeah, there's also this. So the chess pieces. The chess. Apparently, there is a chess puzzle I have yet to do. On W. Bedroom. Moon. Right, so now we're gonna go this way. Have a look. Ooh, might go nook, because the nook's going to go make us allow us to continue up without encroaching. Ah, before we continue though, what's our pictures? Ah, there we go. So we got road and rod. Because obviously it's just taking away the A. Where are we? We didn't get anything for this one. This one, I believe it's A. Another key in this room. Well, there was something else in this room, but no. No. Rook in the Nook. And this is telling us to have a scrap pad or paper and stuff. Let's see. Oh. Now. The den would be the smart choice. Because the den gives me more leverage to go either direction. Though I want to start getting some observatory, because the more stars you have, the better things you can get with observatory. I'll go den. I'm going den. Nothing else. There is a... On is white, and that is in the den. Oh. Cot. COT, COT. There's a cot, right? Looks like one. But if it was caught, then it would be... Oh, I've just realized. You guys cannot see the overlay. Interesting. Ah, I forgot to have a look in the Nook. The pictures, what was it? A again. That's a tier. Tie. Tier. Alright, cost me 2 steps, is that? Tie, so it's R. Let me just switch this over on here, see if this will... Add a capture. Alright, that one wouldn't capture. Display capture. There we go. There. Settings, graphic, change it back to full screen. There we go. Yeah, you can see the nuts. So. Use a key. Let's see. So the corridor would be good because it lets us continue. The chapel is pricey and we don't really need it. I mean, there are the stained glass windows to look at, but we will go for the corridor. Oh. Fine. So we've got stage and sage. So that would be. Let's close that bit. Close that. So. So what was it doing? So we are. Where are we? Let's see. We are in the center, just next to the den. All right. I'll move this back over here. We said it was stage and sage, so T. I don't know if there's a quick way to utilize it. Who knows? Right, so the observatory will allow us to continue upwards. Is it actually not a bad room? I'm gonna go observatory, get there 1 star. Here's a book. It teaches you about what the stars do. So 1 star will get you a gold star, 2 stars you get the twins, 3 stars you get the splices, 4 stars, you get the Diamondus Manor. 5, you get the Southern Cross, and then so on and so on. You are not always going to get the same one, so once you get a certain amount, you might end up getting like, so you might end up getting like a North Star and a Diamond, even if you've got 5. So it really depends. At some point it does become RNG. So this is fire. So remember that's fire, I believe, and that's fur. So the answer is E. That's an E. Said I'm basing this mainly on memory. Run, run, run. I got the 1 star, so I get 1 gold coin. Drafting room is good. We'll have to go drafting room. Drafting room is too good to pass up in this spot. Here you go, drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Let's have a look. So we've got chart and cart, so the answer is H. Like I said, I've done this before this. I just can't really remember what the answer was. It was a while ago. Right, so let's go this direction, see if we can't go to either side. So we can all go up. So basically those 3 are always going to be locked to us. Now the question is, spread a gem in each green room. I'd only have 1 green room. I'm actually going to go for the commissary. I could have redrawn. Why didn't I redraw? So here we go. The commissary will be closed from days 12 to 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. This is a lie. Staff notice effective with the first week of December. Payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at the morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out into one of the electronic computer terminals in the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punching clock used to be, and the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to the house manager, Miss Babbage. The terminal password is... You will only see that password if you have a magnifying glass. I never remember what it is. So let's see. So we've got tent and 10. So the answer is T, I think. T. Got running shoes. Sledgehammer. don't really have much cash to get things. So I'm gonna leave it for the moment. Let's see. Can continue on the east wing hall. We'll do that one. I think assuming that's Coast and Coates. S. Here's another key. And get the greenhouse. And the issue is I would be halted, which isn't too bad. I'm gonna get it. We got a shovel. A few old coins can be spent at the more coins. 9. Ooh, I think I can get the sledgehammer. Ooh, and we need this as well. How do you take a quick screenshot? So apparently it's F12. So F12 it. There we go. So, from what I remember of this, is that the clue is anything in bold. There could be another thing in here, but from what I remember, yeah. Anything bold. I can't really do anything with it right now. Let's go back to the commissary with a few more steps. I'll get this sledgehammer. No, I don't think I'd be able to use it. If I'm not mistaken, you need the battery pack. I didn't have a look for it, but I'm not going back in there. Right, so we got the pantry, which is a dead end. Courtyard, which gives us one way out, or the fish room, which gives us one way out also in one direction. I'm gonna go the courtyard. Don't have any gems. Pantry it is then. Because I don't have any rerolls, I can't reroll anything. So, stage and stag. That'd be E. Where are we? Yeah. E. Actual drawing room. Ah, I've just realised something. Oh. Oop, there we go. I'm back. My new screen in OBS was obviously blocking me. I can't get this, and these are all dead ends. I'm going to redraw. Now, the chapel is essentially the best one, but dining room gives us only one out, but it does potentially let us last longer on this first run. Now, obviously, I still need to get up another level, because essentially I need to be level 8. Ooh, tiger and tier, so G. Where are we? Here. And G. It's definitely spelling A in it. Right. Again, it's going to have to be the chapel, because I have no gems. Nothing. Nothing. Right, so this could actually break the run if I don't get anything. Do I want to go back to the den? Because if I go back to the den, then I'll be going underneath it. And then potentially, if it doesn't go well, then I still have the chapel. Well, I've got 24 steps, so it's going to cost me a lot of steps to do this, but I have more chance of... oh, wait, yes. We've got a knight. I forgot to have a look for these. So we've got a knight. Not all caps, please. Knight. Here's a white one. Knight is in the... where is it again? The observatory. Right, so this is what I was on about. I can get a terrace where green rooms don't cost anything to draft, but breaker bot with breaker bot. Can I remember what the code was? I'm gonna go for the breaker box because I'm gonna be in a dead end either way. But if I go for this, then I've got a chance. So why? Oh, I got it right. And the garage on, just in case I find that. So with this, I can open up the mines, and I get 2 gems at the start of each run. Literally, I remembered that there was a white, and I couldn't remember what the other ones were. I kind of remembered that one of these needed to be red. And but yeah, that was a bit more of a fluke than anything. Ah. Card and car. So where am I on the 4th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Card and car, so that's D. Date. I'm assuming that could be start. I literally couldn't tell you. Right, anyway, it would be kind of succeeding in doing what I said would happen. I'm now down to 14 steps. Let's have a look. Conference room is literally all we can do. Safe code is wrong because it's on red. Unless that's technically classified as handwritten. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Nothing else. Well, they failed anyway because they forgot to take one. Oh no. Locked. I've got 11 steps. Spread items. Some special items allow you to spread items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. So we've got bath and Or vial? Math? Oh no, that's tub. 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 Tube and tub. So it's E. E. Counteracts it. Billiards? Kind of pointless. Oh, I suppose we can get this one. Bar. Pray and pry. It could be bar. Um. Back to that one as well. Let's play some maths. So blue is addition, so that's 2. 9 plus 4 is 13. Yellow is minus, so 18 minus, because you always work from the inside out. So it's 18 minus 10 is 8. You got 20 minus 7 is 13. And you got 8 times 2, because pink is multiplier. So that is 16. So that is 10 minus 5 times 4 is 20. I have 2 keys. Wrong thing, I meant to do that one. So, the Bordeaux. I could go into the Bordeaux. The secret passage is kind of pointless, and I've got no gems, so the Bordeaux's a good one. Potentially, I could get a. If I know what the code was. Because the code is literally. Oh, was it something daft like the Christmas? Like 1225 or something like that. I think it was something daft. Yeah. 1225. Another gem. And we get number 4 of the notes. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marine's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that our royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I could not personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice she did, but for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the prince she paid and our countrymen must be made aware of the price she has paid and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of the 100 Nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, your son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. The plot thickens. Final room. To the terrace. We'll have a nice view. Oh, I've got an orange. I've got more steps. Mid-sized villa. Not too bad. Only found 2 items. Let us continue. Now I'll start the day with 2. 2 gems. So that's good. This side this time. Go for a hallway. Prey prize, so be A. Brick is not a bad shout to get. The utility closet's not a bad shout to get right now, I suppose. But oh, I'm gonna get it. Imagine garage. I don't care about the other one. Anyway, let's do glasses. Um, there's a dude. Dune and a pudding. Desert and desert. That's what it'll be. Desert and desert. Alright, okay. So the answer is S. That says safe. Safes. Ooh. Ooh. We'll go for the Nook. Ooh. Yes, we're gonna use it. Key back, some keys, and gem. Nice. We'll go for the den. Do I want to go for the parlor? Do you know what? I'm gonna go for parlor. I'll risk it. Bridge and bride, so it's D. Alright, we're just above the entrance. Oh no. What? G. It's G. Golf. Traffic. Right. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Right. So, if that is telling the truth and the gems aren't in the white box, that means that it is telling the truth and the gems aren't in that box. But then if this one is saying the gems are in this box, gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not, and the gems are in this box. So if the gems are not in this box, then they have to be in one of the other two boxes. So that would make this true. So this has to be... No, one of them has to be true. So if the gems are not in the white box, and the gems, and this says the gems are not in this box, and this one says they're in this box. Right, so if they're not in the black box, then they'll either have to be in the blue or the white. which says that the gems are not. So this can the gems are not, because these would that make both of these true, which then would have to make this false. And this can be false because there needs to be at least one box. So basically, one of these is telling the truth. No, that means both of these are telling the truth. This is telling a lie. The gems aren't in this because the gems are actually in the blue box, not the white one. Ah, figured it out. Any items? No. I like how they kind of got around having the den inside in the middle of the room. Like, what shall we do? I just put some curtains up. It'll be fine. There is also a black pawn in here. So if I go over here. Oh, black. Where is it? Parlor. Right, so I'm either continuing forward or I'm going to turn up. I'm going to turn up. Right. Doesn't seem to be anything in here. There is a on the bedroom. Ooh. Now, then I'm gonna go for the passageway. There is one that is no good, but we do have two other ones. I'm gonna go for the den, so I can go down to the last spot, pick up this. I'm not going to open that up because I still potentially need it. We'll go to the closet. Stag and tag. I've already done it there. And cat. And then we want to continue up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go up still. P's. It'd be peak and P. Okay. Oof. I can continue still going up. Let's do that. Right. So I can either go to the commissary, get 10 steps, or go to the pantry. I'm going to go... I was going to go to the commissary, but I'm going to go pantry. Oh, because I didn't have much money. Tents and 10. What am I doing? Oops. Ian. So let's see, we have 5. Oh. We've already got that one. It's fine. Right. Dining hall it is. Go down. Security. Yeah, we'll go security. I've got the utility closet as well, so I can go back and turn off the security key cards and turn it up, so then I get more security doors. So that way I need less keys. So we'll see how far we get in this run, but this will probably be the last one and it'll be time to call it quits. I'm going to skip this. He basically just has a look at the camera, he just looks at it and points at himself. The blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless they are handwritten. So we got this, so enter. There is one trunk. Alright, one meant to exit. Keycard system. And system settings. This level. We want high, confirm. I want to change it to unlocked. Confirm. Back. Yeah. I'll log into the network, which is Swan Song. Yeah. Swan Song. There we go. Spell it wrong. Let's see, what do I want to order? Compass magnifying glass. You get sledgehammer. Here's your hammer. Let's see, remote terminal access. All the other terminals are currently offline. So this is the last door for this one. Ooh. Go to the commissary. Yeah, we're gonna go for a secret room. One ladder. Where do I want to go? Have a look at the pictures. So we've got stage and some sage. Done this. So we want to pick. Do I want a room, a garden, a red room? I don't really want a red room. I'm gonna go for we will go try with keys in the bedroom. We'll get a hallway, why not? Ooh. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Now if we could just get okay. So can go down still. Got to go switch everything off. It's a bit of a trek, I'll be honest. Key cards off. Into going to this door. Auto. Ah, it's open and I get a gem. Right. So +5 whenever I draft a bedroom. Basically, I think I'm stuck. So I can't do the chapel. The chapel's stuck there. So may as well do the bedroom. Ooh, some dice. That'll help me. And then the Red Prince book. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds were around. I said, well, I can read, I'm telling you. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? The story he read in the bath and in bed. I just like adding my own words to these things. Just have an autopilot. It seems to keep liking to presume the next word rather than read the next word. And then when I read the next word, I'm like, oh, I've just said the wrong word. Anyway, a story he read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Yeah, I need to go back to reading class. Oh, the nursery, is it? The nursery has a white pawn also. I don't want cat. Where was it? Nursery? No. "16 steps. Ooh, drawing room. So the storeroom. There's a rook. No, pawn. Pawn. Yeah. Storeroom. And this is the letter E, because this is a plan and this is a plane. Bedroom. "15 steps right there." Sinclair, just wanted to write a quick note thanking you for this weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Everson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It has been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL? Lowry? Tier? Tie? Shovel. Unfortunate. Right. Here's key. Let's see. So I can continue up with that one. Commissary or the food kitchen. I'm going to go to the commissary. Tiger and here. That one, that's 5 middle. What? Ooh, they do have a shovel for 6. We get a shovel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Oh, the courtyard. Yep, we'll get the courtyard. We'll have a metal detector, thank you. I would like a treat, please. Right, let's go. Have I got the kitchen? No. That was in the... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I've got the dining room. Dining room. Gonna redraw these ones. Hopefully... Chapel? I think it might be the chapel. Though... Don't have any gems. Chapel it is. Chapel sometimes has something. Chapel has the bishop. The rook and knight. So we've got bishop knight. Yeah. Chapel. I can't get the office. I require 2 gems for the office. I could get the bedroom by locking myself out. Let's try a redraw. Yes. Now, the maid's chambers is both a bedroom and a thing, but Great Hall. All doors are unlocked. There's a key. Nice. Nothing in there. There's the exit. Upgrade disk. Need to get security or another terminal for that. Flan and a fan. L? Where are we? The chambers here. We're on 7, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this one. What does it say? Flan and thingy L. Ah, there's the lever. Like, I'm sure there's a lever around here somewhere. So that gets me... I take this door. Sledgehammer. In. Ah. Crown. And crow. So yeah. So this is literally just the missing. Crow. And I have multiple things, but nothing to combine. Have a look. Gymnasium. It does get me there, and I've turned it off, so I'm not going to lose any steps. Bloop. In day 2, and I already got to the antechamber. To continue up, you must go down. Basement. Burn. Oh, it could be wheat and heat. The W. Alright, still not got things, so I'm gonna have to do this room. Gives me 5. Get 2 gems. 2 coins, apparently. Yeah. That is create and crate. If I'm not mistaken. It'll be E. That's a lowercase W. It's got a nice chunk more steps. Green rooms do not cost. I'm going to go to the observatory. Hello, Kit. Not right now, please. The line. A pair of chests has appeared in the foyer. Oh, I can open the chest because I got the sledgehammer actually, kinda. So I've got a plane and I've got a pane, window pane. Oh, the answer is L. Where am I? Is it here? L. 8 dates. Something 8 safes. There's 8 safes. I think that's what it is. And there's 8 dates for the safes. Now, I've only done 1 safe. Technically, because that was the one for the Christmas. Yeah. Ooh. I have a special key. I have the basement key. That's not going to work. Ooh. It's going to work, yeah. Alright, I'm going to do these. Why not? Double spots. Old boot, not particularly great. Old coin. Let's get a bit of cash. And then gotta have the lever. And my sledgehammer is not strong enough to break the wall. Ow, cat. Please don't. Can't really lay down with this. You're almost to the end of this run, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you down for a second. He is a menace. No, not this one. This one. Guess who's back? Back again. Kitty's back. Tell a friend. Ooh. Now that one's not bad. Means I can get an extra room. Though it does mean I'm less likely to find items in the house, which is not great. The day we all dread has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you all of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All living staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate premises by Friday, November 6th. Miss Babbage. Netta Miller. See what do we got? The conference room. I'm looking. Greens do not cost to draft. That's pretty good. We go conference room. So it's probably like one of the worst places to put it. So far out of the way. Oh well. I'll go back through here. So there is the walk-in closet, the kitchen. Oh wait, I need to go to the dining room, don't I? And also I've got no choice but to get the dark room. So I'll go do this. And then I'll go to the dining room. Go past the courtyard, commissary, and into the dining room. The utility closet is right at the start. Not great. Showroom. So I get 20 steps. So let's have a look. So we got one. We got one. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it'll take me more than 9 to get back. Let's just go into the dark. We'll guess. Let's head this way. That's actually locked, so I can't go that way anyway. So this is an electronic lock there, so I can... Okay, we're just going to go for the first option. Is the lava? Of course it is. Coast. Here. Tag 10. I'm thinking coast and cost, so lavatory is where? Sure, I forgot to have a look at some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Coast and cost, so it's A. I think it's the last door I've got, isn't it? So if I can't continue on from here, so I've literally got no choice but to select this one. Yep, that's it. That's the end of this. Row, bat. Oh, boat and bat. So it's O. Well, unfortunately, I'll have to call it a day here. Can you get off? Stop it. Alright, okay. So that is it for the stream. I think it is time for me to pack up. I have more to do. I need to go to bed for work in the morning, and I will see everyone later. So I will wave goodbye. And I will try and turn. So it's bye bye.